sense to save French sizes against options. You know, 6 French, to me anyway, doesn't make very much sense. Then you limit it with balloon sizes and wires. It makes more sense to use 7 or even 8.
Yeah, I don't think that the Japanese and Chinese will agree with you totally.
I know they never agree with me.
With 6 versus 7 French. 6 French for sure.
I think you save time and contrast when you use 7 French. Yeah. Very probably. It's better for the patient.
Particularly when you have encounter a problem.
Yeah. Difficult cases.
Then you know you're limited sometimes by balloon sizes and options. Therefore,
I think 6 French radio approach with balloon crush, step crush is equally safe for this kind of procedure. But for this true bifurcation, really most important thing is kissing, final kissing. I clearly remember Eberhard 10 years ago at my hospital, first CIT. He did a great job for two hours, I remember.
Yeah.
And finally got the final kissing.
He kisses a lot.
At bifurcations.
Yeah.
So, Alex, what's kind of drug-eluting stent? Is that the Brazilian brand?
This is the Brazilian drug-eluting
stent.
Okay. So I don't know if we have some factoids.
It's a bioabsorber polymer, and with sirolimus and the cobaltochromium platform.
It's the Brazilian Firebird.
You see, they went very well, and it's a long stent. Work well, and going into LAD as well to diagonal.
Now Expedito is rewiring the diagonal.
Now I'm rewiring I use now Whisper. I like very much to do this wire. I first to rewire with Whisper.
So I think this is a great point for discussion. Access the side branch. Any preferred wire for the audience? Do you have any particular comment? Martin, any hydrophilic or more floppy or access support?
I prefer hydrophilic. I have very good experience with PT or Whisper.
So SPT.
Yes.
Any other opinion? Shobo?
No, the hydrophilic wires, if you use hydrophilic wire, maybe you can now choose the right hole. I mean, you should use, most of our case we use a regular wire.
Regular wire. I'm only a little bit afraid with hydrophilic when you have a provisional approach, and I'm afraid to dissect the ost of the side branch. But in this case, we have 2 stents, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, right? But the other thing with hydrophilics is you still have to pay attention distally. I must admit I don't use hydrophilic as a routine.
I fully agree with the comments. It's very nice, but if you have problems in the section, it's so complicated.
So he wired it with the Whisper?
Yes. Now I'm going to use Q Quantum 3.0 and the LAD and Quantum and 2.5 and the diagonal branch.
That's the other comment. I mean, the balloon selection for bifurcation, particularly with the ost of the side branch, I think that non-compliant balloon is crucial. I think that otherwise you don't have the same kind of expansion that we need.
Yeah, and now, of course...
Let me... I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eberhard.
No, personally, I don't have a preference. I never use... I mean, my first choice is just do the flip-flop, so I don't use...
a third wire.
Right, a hydrophilic wire. I just flip the BMWs and try to get it. If you don't, then I use the hydrophilic, how Expedito is done very, very nicely. Sometimes now, you don't get the balloon through the struts, so you have to maybe use a smaller balloon, but let's see what he does, and hopefully it's going to be good.
Yeah, that's another important comment. I think to have access to the side branch and to be able to navigate with a, first of all, it has to be a fresh balloon, no doubt. And then sometimes I do 2.0 or and then upscale.
Yeah, I think this is very important, that you really have to use a new balloon instead of using the old one, which parachutes and then you get stuck and might deform. Yeah. Hey, very nice, Expedito. Whoa.
Oh, thank you, Eberhard. Yeah, now it's okay. It's some down, but now it's okay. Let me tell you, you know, when I have to recross in the stand to go the side branch, one of my first choice it's the intermediate wire from Terumo. It's very nice, but today sometimes I use hydrophilic Whisper. It's for me it's a very good option. The problem with Whisper, it's good to go. But it's very easy to go out if you don't care about very well and have fellows with nervous hand. You have a good option to lose the wire.
See, that's what I mean. You know, the tip of the, you know, you concentrate on the bifurcation, and then the tip.
Exactly, and that, you know, those little perforations just.
So now you pull back. Oh yeah, now he does the kissing.
Yes.
You can go a little bit deeper.
How high a pressure do you normally use, Expedito, for the kissing inflation?
Steve, it's a good point. You know, I'm not very nervous to go very high. Normally, I go higher, one vessel, then higher, 16, 18, separate, then we are together. And by the kissing, I go to 12, 10, we're not very aggressive. 12. Now we are using a quantum balloon 2.5, 15, 14. And 14, 16 atmosphere, and the diagonal.
So that's another good debate. I mean, you start immediately, you go with kissing immediately, you do one vessel, the other vessel, and then kissing. I tend to do that. I want to have perhaps a more aggressive 18 atmospheres in each branch, and then I go 10, 12 when I do both together. You agree with that?
Yeah. Usually I'm a little bit more impatient.
Now we are 20, 15 in LID deflate.
Okay, so now
it's much better, isn't it?
So let's see the two together now. Any particular comment, Expedito, about the stent design? The stent design for bifurcation. Inspiro is an open cell device, and then it's good to have access, at least in this case, with a lot of overlapping of metal there. You cross very easily. The balloon was like butter. Any comments on side branch access with Inspiro? I mean, we're starting to have more experience, but in this case, it seemed that the performance was extremely well.
Yeah, we in the trial we don't treat bifurcation, but we use many cases more complex than real life. In the performance was very, very, very good.
Of course, here you have to pay attention that you don't leave the stent proximally and